In this video, we're going to learn how to attach the handle to our Lawrence Market tote. So I've made a smaller version of your tote. I have done the base and I've done the body up to the portion. I've done, so in your bag, you can work it as much or as little as you want. The pattern tells us that we're going to repeat round 2 for a total of 24 times. So in my mini version, this is where we're at. We've slip stitched into the top of our third chain, and now we're going to slip stitch into the chain 1 space. Okay, so now what we want to do is on round 1, we're going to chain 1 and work a single crochet in each chain and each double crochet around. So the first place we're going to work a single crochet is going to be right here in the top of this double crochet. So we'll do our single crochet and we're going to work that all the way around. If you can get into the chains, awesome. If not, you can work underneath them if you need to. So we'll do this all the way around. You can do this in the color that's already attached, or if you feel like you want to do a different color, you're welcome to do that as well. This is your bag, so you make it as fun and funky as you want. Okay, so there we have the nice edge all the way around. You're welcome to do more rounds of single crochet if you like. You could do more colors. You could just do, a couple more rounds depending on how you want your bag to look. At this point, we are going to switch to our smaller hook. We want our handles to be a little bit denser, so we're going to switch to our smaller 5mm hook. Round 2. So on mine, the numbers that I'm going to be doing for the bag are a little bit different than your actual bag. So I brought that out here. It's telling us that we're going to chain 1 and then single crochet in the next 20 stitches. So I've switched on this bag to my purple for my handle. So I would single crochet across 20, then I'm going to skip I'll skip a bunch of stitches, so 28, and I'm going to chain 70 stitches. So that gets chain, and then we're going to skip 28. We're going to come over here. We're going to single crochet into 20 more stitches. We're going to skip another 28, chain 70, and then join back at the beginning here. Now, if you have not been counting your stitches along the way, you may want to go ahead and count at this point to make sure that you have the right number. If you don't, you want to have the 40 for your handles connections, and then so whatever you have, subtract 40 from that, and then divide that what's left over in half, so that you know how many to have on the how many to skip. Okay, so you can one of the ways you can help keep track of where to do all of this is using your interlocking stitch markers again. So we could count out 20 stitches. So 2, 4, I'm just gonna do 10 on this guy because he's smaller, but 6, 8, 10, and then I would put a marker in that next one because that's gonna be the first one I skip. So I have 48 stitches on my bag. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm for my mini version, I'm going to do 10 stitches on each side for the handle, and then 14. I'll skip 14 on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and count out 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I know this is the first one I'm going to skip. So let's count 14. So 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14. So that would be my last one that I'm going to skip. Now remember, you guys are skipping, you're single crocheting 20 and then skipping 28. So then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then this will be my next section that I'll skip. So I'm going to skip from here 12, 14, all the way back to where my loop is. Okay. So basically what I've done here is portioned out for the handles. So I'm gonna single crochet across here. I'm gonna skip these and chain. I'm gonna single crochet across here, skip these and chain and join again. You're welcome to switch colors at this point if you like. I think I'm just gonna leave mine green. So we're gonna do, you guys are gonna do 20 on your bag. I'm doing a smaller version, so I'm gonna do 10. Okay, so worked right up to that marker. So this marker, this next marker is the one I'm gonna, these are the stitches I'm gonna skip in the middle. Okay, so you guys would be chaining 70 stitches. I'm not gonna do that many. I'll probably just do 30. So I've got my stitches chained. Now the important part is to make sure that when you go to rejoin this, that it is not twisted. So you guys will have a lot longer strap to be aware of, but lay it down, make sure that it's all facing in the same direction, and then when you're ready to, go ahead and put your hook into the next stitch, making sure that everything is good, and single crochet into that next stitch. So that joins that handle, okay? So now we'll do, you guys are gonna do 20 stitches across to your next handle. Okay, so here we are, there's my stitches. So now I'm gonna chain again. All right, so I've gone ahead and chained 30, and I'm going to slip stitch that guy into the first, into the beginning chain one. So we're gonna slip stitch that to join that, making sure that nothing is twisted. Everything's facing the right direction. Yep. Okay, so now we're gonna chain one, and we're gonna single crochet in each stitch and chain around. This part can be quite tedious, so we're gonna be working across here and then in each one of these chains across our single crochets and each one of these chains again. So what we're doing is we're building this width of our handle. So what I did rounds 3 and rounds 2 and 3 in the purple, and then I did round 4 in the pink and round 5 in the purple on this one. In my other bag I did a tri-color handle, so 1, 2, 3, I did all 3 colors. You can also just do the same color. I'm not sure you're gonna have enough of any of your yarns left over to do a solid handle. You might, depending on how long you made your body. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working across. And we want to make sure that we're getting into, when we get to our chains, we want to make sure that we're getting into each stitch, each of those chains, to make it a sturdier bag. And if you can, let's see here, to work you want to get, so we can kind of see that there's a back bump on our chain, and then there's the 2 legs of the chain, or the V. So ideally what we would do, and I like to use my hook to do this, is to kind of open that up so the back bump is on the back and then the V is on top, and to do my single crochet in there. That does require more time, but it does make it a little bit sturdier and give it a nice bottom finish too, instead of just doing one leg of the V, you're going to get a nicer handle and just a sturdier handle if you have both of those. So I'm going to go ahead and work all the way around. And then when I get back to the beginning of the round, then it's just single crocheting in every stitch around. And some people have chosen to do more than 3 rounds. That's totally fine. You make your handle as thick as you want. You know, the thicker it is, probably the more sturdy it is. So, all right, that's how to join the handle on your Lawrence Market tote. Thanks, guys.